The story starts in a village that is attacked by strong goblins, and they want to kill all the villagers. As the goblins were about to celebrate their victory, the adventurer Asahi Ikusaba showed up to fight against them. The goblins laughed at Asahi, and the goblins said that he has no chance of winning against them, and also he is weak. Asahi then threatened them that he will definitely win, and the goblins will regret attacking the village. The goblins got angry at Asahi's talk, and one of the goblins tried to attack him. Suddenly the goblins were defeated, and Asahi's big sister Maya appeared, she using powerful earth magic to wipe them out. Maya then cast more spells, and attacked another goblin with an explosion. Maya defeated 2 goblins and was ready to kill the last one. As a result, the last goblin was afraid of Maya, and he was frozen in fear. Then we see Asahi rescuing a little girl, who was almost hit by a car. Asahi was badly injured and he could see in an astral body that the little girl had survived the accident unharmed. He was glad that at least she had survived. Then Asahi wondered how his big sister Maya would react after learning of his death. Suddenly, a bright light appeared in front of Asahi, and he was teleported to another world. Asahi immediately spotted a dragon and a slime monster, so he realized that he was teleported into another world. Followed, he wanted to take a look around. In his excitement, he bumped into a man. The man was angry, and Asahi apologized to him. Then Asahi noticed that all people speak his language, and he also discovered a guild. However, Asahi rejoiced that he was truly reincarnated in a different world like his games. So he decided to take a selfie with his phone. Suddenly Asahi remarked that his phone is useless. After that, Asahi went to a pawn shop. Asahi showed his phone to the store owner, and she thought Asahi's phone is a rare item. So the saleswoman offered him 500 money for his phone. Then Asahi looked around her shop, and he wanted to buy equipment with the money he had received. Asahi bought a new leather armor and a matching sword from the store. With his new gear, Asahi was highly motivated and already dreamed of becoming a hero, to fighting against strong monsters. Next, Asahi decided to visit the guild house. In the Adventurers Guild, a pretty girl greeted him, so Asahi said it was his first time accepting a quest. The guild worker was surprised, and thought Asahi was cute. Asahi blushed at her beauty, and she brought him a form to register as an adventurer. Then Asahi registered as an adventurer, and the receptionist recommended him to go hunt weak rabbits. Outside of town, Asahi immediately encountered a dangerous wyvern. He couldn't believe that such a strong monster was chasing him, so Asahi tried to survive and ran away from the giant wyvern. Then Asahi hid behind a rock. He was looking at his stats and skills. So he noted that he was extremely weak and had no cheat skills. The dragon spotted him and tried to wipe him out. Then Asahi tried to attack the wyvern with a stone. His attack was pitifully weak, and the dragon wanted to use his final blow. At that moment, he desperately called for his big sister Maya to help him. Suddenly, Asahi created a magic circle, and his big sister appeared. Asahi was happy to see his big sister again, and she was happy to see Asahi too. Then the wyvern attacked Maya with a fire attack. Maya was able to dodge, and she felt the new power in her body that she gained in the other world. So Maya concentrated fire magic into her fist and defeated the wyvern immediately. Asahi couldn't believe his sister could defeat the wyvern with just one hit. Also, Asahi wondered why his big sister appeared in the other world. He thought at first that it was just an illusion. Suddenly Maya hugged him and touched him all over his body. Asahi knew that his big sister is not an illusion because of her perverted behavior. Then Asahi asked why she is in the other world as well. Maya replied that Asahi was in a coma. Also in the hospital, she noticed that Asahi was whispering about an other world while passing out. Maya suspected that Asahi's soul sent to another world, and she also injured herself to go to the other world as well. This is how Asahi found out about his body in a coma, and he decided to go back to her own world with his big sister. However, Asahi thought that his sister had a plan to going in their own world. As a result, he realized that she hadn't a plan, and he started the adventure with Maya. Then we see Maya defeat the last goblin. Asahi thought that his sister didn't show grace, because she wanted to avenge the injured villagers. But Maya was only angry because the goblins insulted her little brother before. After the fight, Maya was worried about a scratch on her little brother's cheek. She said he should use a healing potion. Asahi said it would heal with some spit too, and Maya wanted to lick his whole face. When Maya teased her beloved brother, and a girl said that Asahi defeated the goblins, everyone thought Asahi was the hero who defeated the goblins. When Asahi went to the guild, he was congratulated. Asahi's heroic story was heard around the guild, and he rose to ogre rank. Asahi was awarded the ogre rank insignia. Also, he was told that if someone is weak and pretending to be strong get a lot of problems. Asahi was scared, because didn't want to get the death penalty. Outside he asked if Maya could hide her power and prevent that he is the hero. Then Asahi wanted to see Maya's stats. She misunderstood something and showed him her body measurements. Asahi tried to clear up the misunderstanding. Then Maya showed her stats and they couldn't see any stats numbers. Asahi realized that her stats were way too high, that they weren't showing on the screens anymore. Asahi was depressed as he realized that he is just an NPC and his sister is the main character. Following this, Maya should promise her little brother not to reveal her stats to anyone. She accepted his request, and in return she wanted to know the number of beauty marks on his body. Later they saw a group of adventurers, which all the humans admired. Asahi learned from the pawn shop woman that they were the strongest adventurers, and they are on their way to fight the demon army. Asahi assumed that defeating the demon king would bring them back to their world. And the old woman said that defeating the demon king is not that easy. Also, the leader of the Balmunk party is Siegfried. He is on the dragon rank. Suddenly, a drunk guy insulted Siegfried and made fun of him. He also caused trouble, and he destroyed an innocent man's shop. All the villagers were afraid of the bad guy, because he used to be an ogre rank adventurer. The pawnshop woman told the villagers that Asahi is also an ogre rank adventurer and he can stop the guy. Everyone admired Asahi and he didn't want his secret revealed, that he is really weak. The criminal insulted Asahi and Maya was very angry. Asahi said that Maya shouldn't mess around, but she planned to torture the guy to death until he apologized to Asahi. Then Asahi asked his sister to pretend that he is strongest one and promised to grant her one wish by helping him. Following this, Asahi confronted the guys, and Maya secretly assisted him with magic. Asahi pretends to use powerful earth magic, which his sister is actually using. The evil man was afraid of Asahi and immediately ran away. Asahi managed to drive the guy away and was praised by all the villagers. He was overjoyed that his secret wasn't exposed. In the evening, Maya demanded a pervert wish and she wanted to kiss her little brother. So Maya immediately pounced on his beloved little brother. Meanwhile, a strong demon was seen defeating a huge dragon. She was very excited, and she felt a person's strong aura that she wanted to meet soon. In the days that followed, Asahi was fighting a little slime. He could manage to defeat the slime without help now. Then his sister Maya was there too, and she used her sister Fire to defeat countless slimes with just one blast. After she defeated many of slimes with her fire attack, she was proud that Asahi could defeat a slime too. Then we see the strongest adventurer Siegfried. His adventurer group was defeated by a strong demon. Siegfried tried to attack the demon with his last strength, but she was far too powerful, and she easily defeated him with ease. Then she was looking for a strong opponent, and Maya had to sneeze. On the way home, her little brother Asahi gave Maya his jacket, so she was extremely happy and hugged her little brother. The next day Asahi wanted to try to do a quest by himself. Maya was doing the laundry, and she noticed that she didn't sense Asahi's presence. So Maya went to Asahi's room, and she found a note from Asahi saying he was out for a walk. Then Maya jumped onto Asahi's bed, and she sniffed his sheets. Also she did perverted things on his bed. When Asahi was in the guild, Tanya looked for a suitable quest for Asahi. She suggested him far too difficult quests that Asahi couldn't handle without his big sister. However, Tanya suggested him an easy quest, and he accepted the quest to collect rainbow mushrooms. So Asahi went to the forest to collect rainbow mushrooms. Asahi collected a lot, and while picking the mushrooms, he noticed a sign that said there were dangerous bears in the forest. Suddenly a bear appeared, and he ran away before the bear could eat him. Asahi tried to attack the bear that was chasing him with a mushroom. The bear was enjoying the mushroom and ate it. Suddenly the bear was attacked with a powerful spell. Asahi fell down and he could feel a familiar feeling. He thought it was his sister's big breasts, and he thanked the person and called her big sister. When Asahi realized it wasn't his big sister Maya, he apologized immediately for calling her big sister. Asahi got Riz, and the demon Kilmaria was happy to be called big sister. Then Asahi thanked her for saving him. Followed a whole group of dangerous bears appeared. Kilmaria threw Asahi into the sky, and she defeated all the bears with powerful spells. So Kilmaria managed to kill all the bears with just one hit, and she was also able to protect Asahi by fighting them. After that, the leader of the bears appeared, and Kilmaria was happy to fight against the Emperor Bear. The Emperor Bear then prepared a strong laser beam attack, and Kilmaria wanted to protect Asahi, and she hugged him. Then the bear shot his laser beam, and Kilmaria blocked the attack with a barrier. After that, Kilmaria showed her attack, and she attacked the dangerous bear with her powerful attack that caused a huge explosion. The arrogant bear had no chance against Kilmaria, and he was pulverized with his whole body. Asahi was impressed by Kilmaria's enormous power, and he was frozen to see someone that have the same power like his big sister. Kilmaria was frustrated that his opponent was weak. After defeating the bear, Asahi learned that Kilmaria is one of the 6 demon generals. Asahi was shocked, and Kilmaria said he didn't need to be afraid of her. She said that she doesn't attack weaker ones, and she already looks at him like her little brother. Then Asahi learned that Kilmaria wanted to find a guy named Asahi Ikusaba, because she heard that he is strong. Followed Asahi try to escape secretly, but his ogre rank insignia was falling on the ground and Kilmaria picked it up. Kilmaria saw his name and she decided to fight against Asahi, because she thought he was strong. Maya noticed that her little brother is in danger, so Kilmaria wanted to fight with Asahi and hunted him. Asahi tried to escape and he ran away. Suddenly Maya appeared, and Asahi was glad to see his big sister Maya. Kilmaria immediately sensed that Maya is strong. Followed Maya thought that Kilmaria wanted to seduce her little brother with her revealing clothes. Maya understood that Asahi got Riz and everyone wants to marry him. So the two argue, and Kilmaria tried to attack Maya and she blocked with an attack too. The two were surprised because normally they both win with one attack. Kilmaria was happy to finally find a strong opponent, so they kept fighting each other. Both were overly strong, and they destroyed the whole area in their fight. Then Maya was hit by an attack of Kilmaria, and she immediately countered her with ease. Kilmaria was stamped into the ground, and now she wanted to get serious. Followed. She summoned her strongest attack, Fearful Flame, and attacked Maya. Maya used her big sister Cyclone's attack, and she was able to defeat Kilmaria. So Kilmaria lost to Maya, and she accepted her death. Asahi stopped Maya from killing the demon, and Maya couldn't believe she wanted to save her, even though she was planning to steal his virginity. Asahi said she didn't want to seduce him. Kilmaria didn't want Asahi's pity, so Asahi showed her his Riz, and Kilmaria wasn't killed. After that, Asahi and Maya went home together, and Kilmaria was also happy to have met the two siblings. On the way home, Asahi said he would cook her dinner at home, which Maya was looking forward to. At dinner, Maya said that Asahi's mushroom was the most delicious. After that, Maya went for a bath and she wanted to get ready to go to bed with Asahi. Then she was angry that Asahi didn't sneak into the bath to see her naked. The following day, Asahi was chased by a weak goblin, and he tried to defeat it with throwing a rock at him. His attack was far too weak, and a group of goblins tried to kill him. Suddenly his big sister Maya appeared, and she couldn't let them hurt Asahi, so she saved Asahi from the goblins with her overwhelming skills. Asahi was lucky to have a strong sister, but she was also a pervert who loved her little brother. So Asahi was hugged and harassed by his perverted sister. After that, Asahi checked his stats, and he was able to advance to level 10. Maya wondered why Asahi couldn't level up through the many monsters she defeated by herself. Asahi suspected it was the damage involved, so Maya suggested helping him to level up. She wanted Asahi to attack her, but Asahi didn't want to hurt his big sister. Asahi prefers to level up on his own, and thought about ways to learn more skills. Then he was harassed by Maya, and he applied a new skill called Escape. Maya also had a skill that helps her hug Asahi, and Asahi was overwhelmed by his sister's huge and soft boobs. After that, Asahi went to the guild. He wanted to become stronger, because he didn't want to be a burden for Maya. So he thought about joining an adventurer party could help him to leveling up faster. Then Asahi imagined what it's like to fight in an adventurer's party. Suddenly Tanya interrupted him, and asked if he was looking for an adventurer party. Tanya told that a group should be balanced. A good example would be the strong Balmung group. They have a strong tank, and 2 strong ranged fighters supporting the group from behind. Also, the group is led by Siegfried, who is a strong combat fighter. Asahi was impressed by Siegfried, and Tanya told Asahi that the Balmung group was recently defeated against the demon army a few days ago. Asahi was surprised that the strongest adventuring party was defeated, and he considered whether he really wanted to join an adventuring party. Then he saw a drunk guy being threatened by criminals. They wanted his money, but he had none, and Asahi tried to save him by throwing stones at the criminals. The criminals got angry and tried to attack Asahi. Suddenly the criminals were attacked by the drunk guy, and he was able to knock 2 criminals out. Then the leader of the criminals attacked, and the drunk man stopped the sword blow and he punched the criminal in the face. After he defeated the criminals, the drunk man threw up, and Asahi realized it was the adventurer Siegfried. Asahi brought water to Siegfried, and he slowly sobered up with Asahi's help. Followed adventurer Siegfried thanked Asahi, and Asahi was shocked that dragon rank Siegfried is depressed. He said he didn't deserve the name Siegfried. Asahi then learned that he fought against a demon general, and that he didn't stand a chance against her overwhelming power. Siegfried said that he was too arrogant, because everyone trusted their hope in him to defeat the demon king. Asahi tried to cheer him up and said that despite everything, he had experienced many adventures with his friends. So Siegfried told Asahi the truth about the experiences with his adventurer members. They were arrogant and mean to him. Siegfried was often lonely, and nobody spoke to him. After the fight, they broke up their group, and Asahi wished Siegfried a nice day. However, Asahi wanted to accept a quest in the Adventurers Guild. Suddenly, Tanya told him about dangerous wyverns attacking a village. Asahi wanted to call his sister, but he was immediately sent into battle. So he was forced to fight a group of wyverns, and he had no chance to win against them without his big sister. Suddenly Kilmaria appeared. She saved Asahi from the wyverns. Asahi thanked Kilmaria for saving him again. After that, Kilmaria gave him his ogre rank back, which he lost the last time they met. Followed more wyverns appeared, but Maya defeated the monsters immediately. She sensed that Asahi was in danger, and Kilmaria wanted to fight against Maya. Kilmaria was ignored, because Maya only had eyes for her little brother Asahi. Then she wanted to go home, but Kilmaria stopped them. Then Maya didn't want Asahi to see Kilmaria's sexy clothes. Kilmaria replied that Maya also wears sexy clothes. However, Maya said that Asahi likes sexy clothes, and Kilmaria thought he was a real pervert. Kilmaria then kept trying to challenge Maya to a fight, but Maya refused. As a result, Kilmaria wanted to kidnap her little brother and asked Asahi to pretend to be kidnapped by her. Suddenly Maya punched her, and Kilmaria was knocked to the ground. Maya knew she wasn't evil, but Kilmaria wanted to keep fighting. A fight ensued between the two girls. Asahi was then kidnapped by a wyvern, and the two jumped into the sky. Maya defeated the wyvern with a thunderbolt, and Kilmaria saved Asahi. After rescuing Asahi, Maya wanted to go home. But Kilmaria wanted to continue playing with Maya, and Asahi showed his new learned escape spell. She was amazed that Asahi could use a teleportation spell. Then Kilmaria said goodbye, and Asahi was happy that the two big sisters are friends now. After that, Asahi said that he doesn't want to join any adventurer's party, because he prefers to spend time with his sister Maya. Maya misunderstood his words, and thought he asked her to marry him. In the weeks that followed, Asahi had no money to pay for the rent. Tanya noticed right away, and she had a quest to match for Asahi. Asahi wanted his own apartment, so Tanya suggested him a great quest. Tanya said that the reward of the quest is a house. As a result, Asahi accepted the quest immediately. Suddenly, Tanya told that his next quest is to drive away evil spirits from an abandoned house. Maya got dressed for the quest, and she startled Asahi. Asahi was scared by her big sister. Afterwards, the siblings walked through a forest together, and Maya reminisced about Asahi's childhood. The reason is Asahi was even scared of video games about ghosts. Maya always comforted him when he couldn't sleep at night. Asahi then claimed that he was no longer afraid of ghosts, but he was immediately startled when lightning struck. However, Maya encouraged him, and said that every person have fears. Later they kept walking, and Asahi thought that a ghost was attacking him. He was startled by a cat, also he unintentionally choking his big sister Maya. As they passed through the forest, they discovered the abandoned haunted house. Asahi tried to open the door, but he felt a strange power. Suddenly, a spirit appeared, saying that it can absorb a person's life energy. Maya wasn't afraid, and she faced the ghost. The evil spirit absorbed the energy of Maya. Maya had too much life energy, and the spirit was able to escape. Followed, the two were happy to be given a new home. Maya already planned to do a lot of kinky things with Asahi in the new house. Then Asahi asked if she had any fears. Asahi was happy to find out her weakness, but she had no weaknesses. Asahi realized that his sister is just a pervert, and she was just talking nonsense. Suddenly she changed the subject, and she wanted to find the ghost. Asahi hoped the ghost was gone. Then Asahi was attacked, and Maya immediately used a potion to save him. After that, Asahi was attacked with plates again, and Maya feed him with another potion. Next, a pillow flew against Asahi. As a result, Maya wasted countless potions. Asahi said that she shouldn't always waste so many potions, because that makes them broke. Later, the spooky ghost appeared, and he planned to fight against Maya. Asahi was scared, and he snuggled up to his sister. After that, the evil spirit attacked the siblings. Maya negated the attack with just a loud shouting. Maya then said that she will kill the spirit, but the spirit was already dead. Suddenly, Maya wanted to exorcist the spirit with all her power, which worried Asahi. The reason is, she would destroy the whole house with her attacks. The spirit decided to steal the power from Maya, so the evil spirit tried to take over Maya's body. Maya tried to fight back, but the spirit took control of Maya. Subsequently, the spirit wanted to use the power of Maya to destroy the world. Asahi knew that humanity would be in danger if he failed to stop Maya. He cast the escape spell, but he didn't manage to escape. Then he decided to save his sister, and he tried to wake up Maya with emotional words. Suddenly Kilmaria appeared. She wanted to visit the Ikusaba siblings. She thought the two had sibling quarrels, but Asahi told her about the ghost. Kilmaria wanted to unleash her full power to fight Maya. Asahi stopped her because otherwise she would destroy the house too. He also grabbed Kilmaria's breasts and she blushed. Asahi apologized to Kilmaria. Suddenly Maya got angry and she released her aura. As a result, Kilmaria decided to take on Maya in arm wrestling. Asahi was confused, but Kilmaria said that arm wrestling is the only way to free Maya from the ghost. Then Kilmaria provoked the ghost, and they started their arm wrestling match. Both released a huge surge of power, and they destroyed the furnitures. Asahi hoped that the two will not destroy the entire house. Meanwhile, neither could claim victory, and they unleashed more and more power. The two were equal in strength, and at one point they created a huge explosion. Both were strong, but Maya defeated Kilmaria. Suddenly, Maya attacked Asahi, and he got angry. He didn't want to accept that the spirit uses his beloved big sister for evil deeds. This is how Maya managed to regain her body. Suddenly Maya hugged his little brother, and she acted that the spirit still had possession of her body. When morning came, Maya said that the spirit couldn't control her body. She only pretended that the spirit got the control of her body to do kinky things with Asahi. She then apologized and they went back to the guild. Then Kilmaria woke up, and she realized that the siblings were gone. A few days later we see Asahi and Maya. They got a new home. So Asahi were looking forward to their time together, without paying rent for their life. In the days that followed, Asahi and his sister Maya explored the Claudio dungeon. Suddenly, Asahi activated a trap, and a huge rock rolled towards them. Asahi was scared, and he wanted to run away. So he found an escape route, but Maya stopped. She waited for the rock to roll towards her. Then she destroyed the huge rock with a powerful kick. The problem was solved, and they moved on. We then see Asahi a few hours earlier. He was in the guild and learned from the quest that a dungeon was found. Tanya said it was appeared after a natural disaster, and Asahi knew his sister's fight with Kilmaria was the cause. However, Asahi accepted the quest to the dungeon. He intended to explore the dungeon by himself. Maya secretly pursued Asahi to protect him from danger. When Asahi found the dungeon, Maya showed up and wanted to accompany him. This is how we see the two siblings in the dungeon, and Maya teased him a bit. Asahi was startled, and Maya wanted to take a monster head as a souvenir. Then Maya asked what a dungeon is. Asahi replied that exploring a dungeon once in a lifetime is every RPG fan's dream. After that, Asahi wanted to show that he was an expert at exploring dungeons. Suddenly he activated a trap, and Maya protected him. After the first trap, Maya said they have to be careful. Suddenly he activated a second trap, and Maya fell into a hole. Maya survived the deadly trap, and Asahi was happy that she wasn't hurt. Then they held hands together, and they continued to explore the dungeon. Later, Maya sensed enemies, and they found a group of skeleton warriors. So Maya decided to kill the monsters, but Asahi stopped Sister Maya. Suddenly Maya thought that Asahi wanted to kiss and make love with her. But Asahi said he just wanted to stop the attack, because the whole dungeon would collapse. Following, Asahi wanted to defeat the skeleton warriors with his stone-throwing skill. Asahi was immediately strike out, and Maya decided to beat up the monsters. Asahi couldn't believe that she was strong even without magic, so he was depressed. Then they went on and they discovered a throne. Suddenly cute little baby king bears appeared. They played together, and a cute bear ran to Asahi. He wanted to be pet by Asahi. Then Maya asked what Asahi plans to do with the little king bears. Asahi wanted to keep the baby bear's hiding place a secret so they wouldn't get hurt. After that they were outside, and Maya tried to seduce her little brother. Asahi said she needs to stop talking nonsense. Then Asahi said he wanted lunch at home. Maya disappeared, and a group of dangerous monsters were surrounding Asahi. However, Asahi managed to escape successfully, and he arrived back in town. Then he was invited by a girl to go into her house. Asahi noticed a dangerous aura, and he immediately used his escape skill. The girl was acting very strange. Asahi was ready to fight the girl. Then the girl laughed, and she was amazed that Asahi could sense her dangerous aura. As a result, she revealed that she is Kilmaria. She showed him a spell to change her looks. Kilmaria then asked, if he was into that type of girl, and Asahi found her spell weird. After that, Asahi asked why she transformed into a human. Then she wanted to do a sightseeing tour with Asahi. Kilmaria then looked around at the town with Asahi. Many hours later, Asahi was surprised that she can also act like a normal girl. In the evening, the two watched the town from a tower. Kilmaria noticed that Asahi was thinking of Maya, so she asked if the two siblings had a fight. Suddenly, Kilmaria offered him to become a demon. Asahi replied that he cannot accept the offer, because Maya is waiting for him at home. Later in the guild, Asahi reported that the dungeon is dangerous, because he wanted that no one inquires into the dungeon. After the report, Tanya was jealous of Kilmaria, and she angrily handed Asahi his quest reward. Asahi got Riz, and every girl had a crush on him. After that, they went to lunch and they wanted to celebrate their day. Then Kilmaria thanked him for showing her about the lifestyle of humans. After lunch, Kilmaria wanted to leave without paying their meals. She didn't know what money was, and she planned to beat up the manager. Asahi stopped her and said he will pay Kilmaria's bill. As a result, Asahi paid with his previously received quest reward. He then told Kilmaria that she must follow the human rules. Suddenly Kilmaria laughed, and Siegfried appeared. Siegfried called Asahi a Rizzler, and Kilmaria blushed. Then Siegfried got to know about Kilmaria, and he immediately felt the aura of her demon power. Followed, he had been terrified, because he felt a dangerous aura. So Siegfried said goodbye to Asahi, and he wished him a lot of fun on his date. In the evening, Asahi arrived home, and Kilmaria planned to tease Maya a bit. This is how Kilmaria introduced herself as Asahi's girlfriend, but Maya knew that they were lying. She felt Kilmaria's demon aura, so Kilmaria was hit by a broomstick. After that, Maya asked why he was so late on his way home, because Maya cooked delicious meals for Asahi. As a result, Asahi felt bad, because he wasn't hungry after his lunch with Kilmaria. So Kilmaria used a spell to empty his stomach. Then Kilmaria wanted to eat with them, but Maya wanted to send her home. Then she cried like a baby, and Kilmaria was invited to have dinner with them. Followed, Kilmaria tasted Maya's dish, and she was overwhelmed by Maya's cooking skills. Kilmaria liked Maya's food, and she decided to come back for dinner the next day. In the followed weeks, we see a little girl in the church. Her mother gives her a magic wand in the case, that she can help the hero fight the demon king in her future. Sophie waited until she grew up to find the hero. Then we see Asahi hunting a wolf. The wolf attacked him, but Asahi managed to defeat the wolf with his sword. Meanwhile, his big sister Maya secretly hiding on a tree, and she was watching him fight. Suddenly, a giant wolf appeared. The wolf intended to kill Asahi with a powerful attack. So Maya showed up from her hiding place, and she attacked the giant wolf with an earthquake spell. Maya managed to save her little brother, and she praised Asahi for defeating a wolf by himself. Asahi was depressed. He would rather have superpowers like his big sister Maya. Then Maya discovered a scratch on her little brother. She immediately wanted to use a rare potion. Asahi replied that he didn't need one, so Maya had the idea to lick him and he ran away. Asahi managed to escape from his perverted sister. However, he was asked to get out of the way by rude adventurers. Suddenly, Asahi bumped into a cute girl. She was felt on the ground, and he had a crush on her. Asahi apologized to the girl, and the girl remembered the word of her mother about the hero. She then noticed Asahi's injury, and healed him immediately. Asahi thanked the girl for healing his little scratch. Suddenly his conversation was interrupted. The adventurers were waiting for the healer of their group. After that, Maya found her little brother, and she wanted to lick his scratch. Asahi told her about a healer. Maya was amazed, and she thought that the healer looks like a living potion. Then Maya said she can also heal his injuries with licking his body. When Asahi arrived at the guild, Tanya told him to go rescue a group of adventurers. Tanya explained that a new dungeon appeared in the mountains. A group hasn't returned, and they are all in danger. Followed, we see Sophie running away from a monster, because the other party members were being eaten. Then a huge plant monster appeared behind her, which immediately attacked. The giant plant wanted to eat her, but Asahi managed to save the girl in time. Following, Maya defeated the giant plant monster with her sister punch skill. Later, Sophie woke up, and she remembered that Asahi saved the adventurers' party. Sophie had a crush on Asahi, because she thought he was a hero with infinite riz. She was happy that she could find the hero from her mother's stories now. Meanwhile, Asahi was having lunch with Maya at an inn. Maya asked why he didn't want to collect the reward. He said he would have liked to take the reward, but they stunk too much. Following, Maya tried to seduce her little brother Asahi. Sophie stopped Maya. She was looking for the hero. Asahi was surprised that she called him a hero, and he knew that Maya had actually saved the girl. Then Sophie asked if she could join his party. She said that her mother was a priestess and she has been searching for the hero since childhood. Asahi liked the idea of having a healer in his party, but he wanted to talk to his sister about the new party member first. Then Sophie introduced herself to his sister Maya. Asahi was afraid that Maya would do mean things to her. Asahi was wrong. Maya liked Sophie because she called Asahi an honorable hero. Suddenly, Sophie's last adventurer party appeared. They insulted Sophie, and they said that Sophie must apologize to them for being useless. Asahi felt sorry for Sophie, but she fought back against the adventurers. Next, she listed that the group of adventurers are failures. In addition, they were called weaklings by Sophie, and their honor was destroyed piece after piece. She wanted to leave the adventurer party and join the hero Asahi's party. The adventurers then wanted to beat up Asahi to teach the two a lesson. Maya just watched the show, and Asahi didn't want to start a fight. The adventurers were very rude against Asahi, and Sophie caused him a big trouble. Suddenly, Maya used pepper to block their view. Maya immediately attacked the adventurers in the shadows, and they were defeated. Then all the adventurers passed out, and Maya helped her little brother to escape. Asahi thanked Maya, and she asked him why he didn't want Sophie to join in his party. He replied that he didn't want troublemakers in his group. Following this, Maya replied that she would never cause trouble, and she is the opposite of a troublemaker. The next day, Tanya complained about the adventurers Asahi have rescued. They insulted Tanya and denied that they needed help yesterday. Then Tanya offered Asahi a dangerous quest. Meanwhile, Kilmaria and Maya were in the forest. She tried to force Kilmaria to eat peppers, but she resisted. Followed, Sophie appeared in the guild. She had a crush on Asahi and she wanted to party up with Asahi. Asahi got Riz and he was forced to form a party with Sophie. Following this, Asahi fought killer bees with the support of Sophie's heal magic. As a result, Asahi easily defeated the killer bees. Asahi grew stronger, and he managed to kill a killer bee with his stone throw skill. When collecting the item drops, Asahi was happy, because he finally felt like a main character. Suddenly, Sophie asked why he didn't use his true power to wipe the monster out. Asahi answered with a lie, because she didn't know that Maya is the real heroine. After that, they continued fighting the killer bees, and they were almost done with their quest. Then Sophie went into the forest, and she returned with a huge group of killer bees. She thought that lure all bees at once would help them complete their quest faster. Asahi didn't want to die, and he kept running away. Suddenly Sophie stumbled, and Asahi didn't want to let her die. He then faced the giant killer bee. Asahi trembled, but a huge rock killed the monster immediately, and the two were saved. Asahi was very lucky today, because he ate Lucky Charms for breakfast. So Sophie kept thinking he is the strong legendary hero. After that, Sophie wanted Asahi to rest, and she went to bring the collected drops to the guild. Then Kilmaria and Maya showed up. They were surprised to meet Asahi in the forest. Asahi learned that Maya was fighting Kilmaria, and she unwittingly threw a huge rock. This is how Asahi found out that his sister accidentally saved him again. Then he wanted to go home with Maya, and he forgot about Sophie. In the evening, the guild staff went home, and Sophie said she was waiting for Asahi. The next morning, Asahi went to the guild and he apologized after seeing Sophie waiting for him. Further, we see Asahi's childhood. He was attacked by a dog. Maya was protecting her little brother Asahi, and she wanted Asahi to run away. Asahi thought the dog is attacking Maya, but he just wanted play with her. Maya was unharmed, and she saw Asahi crying. Then she learned that he was crying because he wasn't able to protect his big sister. After that, we see Tanya again, who reported to Asahi about an emergency quest. The demon army attacked a small village, and some of the villagers escaped in time. The villagers hoped that hero Asahi and his big sister Maya will come to the rescue them again. Then a Cyclops general attacked a house. General Gigantic wanted to conquer the village. Suddenly, Maya appeared and killed him instantly. The monsters were afraid of Maya and they immediately fled the village. However, Asahi spotted monsters that couldn't escape in time. Asahi wanted to wipe them out with his sword, but they started dancing for their lives. Asahi didn't want to show any mercy, but he was hypnotized by the monster's dance. Suddenly he stopped his attack, and Asahi hugged his big sister. He said he loves Maya, and Maya was very happy. After that, Asahi hit his head, and he came to his senses. Maya tried to kiss him, and he stopped Maya from trying to kiss him. Maya was depressed that Asahi was going back to normal. Asahi then saw the monsters, and remembered being hypnotized. Maya had a great idea, and she prevented Asahi from defeating the monsters. Maya attacked Asahi, and she ordered the monsters to repeat their dance. The monsters didn't understand her, but she threatened the monsters to hypnotize Asahi again. As a result, Asahi was hypnotized by the monsters' dance, and Asahi acted like a little boy who loves his big sister. So Maya enjoyed that Asahi acted like a little boy, and he snuggled up to her. Asahi said again that he loves her. He then came to his senses, but Maya forced the monsters to hypnotize him a third time. Maya was glad that she managed to hypnotize him in time. Then Asahi said he had a headache, and she let Asahi rest on her lap. Suddenly, Asahi said that he wants to marry Maya when he grows up. This is how Maya imagined her future wedding, and all her friends congratulated them on their wedding day. Maya was very happy in her dream, and said that she is the happiest sister in the world. Suddenly, a huge monster appeared from the demon army. Maya was angry that the monster disturbed her beautiful daydream. Then Asahi stood in front of Maya. He wanted to protect Maya from the monster. The monster looked down at Asahi and said he was a weakling. Asahi threw a rock and his attack failed. Meanwhile, a meteorite flew to the Isekai world, and Asahi cried. He was terrified. The giant Cyclops tried to attack Asahi, but Maya stopped his punch. Maya was angry that the monster was looking down on Asahi, so she attacked the Cyclops with a powerful attack. Maya taught the giant monsters a lesson, but Asahi was sad. He was crying, and Maya tried to cheer him up. He then said that he was ashamed, because he couldn't protect Maya. He also called himself a weakling. Maya cheered up Asahi, and she said that he have his own strengths that makes him special. Asahi was cheered up, and he said that he will become strong to protect her someday. Suddenly, a meteorite hit the back of Asahi's head, and he was unconscious. Maya wanted to command the monsters to hypnotize Asahi, but they were pulverized as well. Maya was depressed and didn't want Asahi to go back to normal. Later on, Asahi woke up, and he didn't remember that he was acting like a little child. Meanwhile, he was disturbed by Maya's weird dance moves. She failed to hypnotize Asahi, and they went home together. Then Maya asked him one last time to say that he loves his big sister. Asahi refused, and she was very depressed. This is how Asahi cheered up his big sister, and he said that he had always admired her. Maya was touched by his words, and she didn't think it is so bad that things were back to normal. The next day, Asahi learned that Tanya got a day off. He was shocked to learn that Tanya was on a date. Next, he walked around the town and he was surprised that she had a boyfriend. Suddenly, a girl appeared, and Asahi found out that she is Tanya. Asahi thought Tanya was really cute in her casual clothes and he complimented her. He then asked about Tanya's date and she introduced him to her little brother Roy. Asahi was surprised that Tanya is a big sister like Maya. Roy then looked at Asahi's sword. Asahi learned that Roy is very shy. He was surprised that the two have different personality, and he recalled the personality of his sister. Asahi then learned that Roy was interested in adventure stories. Asahi introduced himself to him, and Roy was happy to meet Asahi. He said his sister talks about Asahi every day. Tanya stopped him before Asahi realized that she have a crush on him. Followed Roy admired the hero Asahi, and Asahi felt embarrassed, because in reality, Maya defeated all the monsters. After that, Tanya said that she wanted to look for escorts in the guild. Roy suggested asking Asahi, and he was afraid that they would find out his secret. He didn't want them to think he was weak, and he didn't want to get the death sentence for being a scammer. Asahi wanted to refuse, but he was mesmerized by Roy's innocent gaze. So Asahi accepted to accompany the two on their dangerous journey. Later they were riding on a carriage and Tanya thanks him for accompanying them. They were impressed by Asahi's nice attitude and admired him. Then Asahi wanted to talk to Roy, but he was very shy. That's how Asahi found out that Tanya is a great big sister. Suddenly a wyvern attacked them, and he shot at them a powerful breath of fire. Asahi was able to save the two in time, but the carriage drivers and the horse fled without them. As a result, Roy cried in fear, and Tanya believed that Asahi could easily defeat the wyvern. They were sure Asahi would win, but he didn't stand a chance against the wyvern. He then recalled that Maya always protected him when he was a little boy. Asahi wanted to protect both of them, and he tried to slash the wyvern. The wyvern wasn't injured, so threw a rock at the monster. Asahi couldn't cause any damage on him. Followed, he tried to protect the two from the wyvern fire breath attack. Suddenly, the wyvern exploded, and the two siblings celebrated Asahi's victory. After the fight, Roy became sad. He was ashamed for being a weakling. Asahi cheered him up and told him that he was a weakling in his childhood too. Asahi managed to cheer up Tanya's little brother. Then Tanya thanked Asahi for saving them. After that, they wanted to walk back to town together, and Roy was happy to learn more about Asahi's stories. The wyvern was still alive, and he intended to kill the three. Maya stopped the wyvern's attack and she protected her little brother from the shadows. In the following days, Asahi returned from a monster hunt quest, and he was happy that his two sisters helped him. Then Kilmaria asked if his level had increased. He found out that he can now use light magic. Followed Kilmaria explained to Maya that this world is divided into 8 elements. Asahi then said that in a typical RPG game, the hero can always use light magic to defeat the evil guys. Suddenly, a bull appeared and destroyed the whole city. So Asahi said that he will fight against the bull. Asahi was motivated to test his level 1 light magic, then selected his new learned spell and attacked the bull, but Asahi realized his light magic is useless. As a result, Asahi cried and his sisters tried to cheer him up. After that, they went hunting criminals, and Asahi made fun of the criminal gang's name. Suddenly, members of the criminal gang appeared and intimidated Asahi. Maya and Kilmaria beat up the 2 guys for being rude to Asahi. Then Asahi stopped the 2 and said that they have a specific goal. A short time before we see Asahi in the guild, Tanya said that Asahi must defeat criminals who fake adventurer rank. Asahi learned that the criminals tarnish the reputations of honest adventurers. Meanwhile, Tanya's words hurt him because Asahi was unwittingly faking his rank too. Then Asahi was given the quest to arrest the Dark Crisis gang. After that, he noticed that all the enemies were defeated by his big sisters. Suddenly, the leader of the criminals appeared. Longbert then said that he is also an ogre rank adventurer. Asahi was disappointed in Longbert because, as an ogre rank adventurer, he only commits crimes instead of doing good deeds. Then Longbert demonstrated his strength, but Asahi was ready to fight. Suddenly Sophie appeared to support him. Also, she wanted to show Asahi's superpowers to the other residents, and Asahi was in trouble again. Then Asahi was attacked by Longbert, but Asahi managed to dodge his attack. Suddenly, Longbert's sword broke, and Asahi defeated him with the secret support of Maya. He thanked Maya, and she was very happy about his words, that she immediately hugged him. Following, Maya wanted to reward her beloved brother with a passion hug. After that, we see the criminal gang overdose. They were attacked by a maid, and the henchmen were defeated immediately. Suddenly the boss of the overdose gang appeared, and he looked down on his opponents. He then attacked, but his attack was stopped by adventurer Gloria. She used her graceful strike and defeated the overdose leader with a single strike. The minions were terrified, and they immediately ran away from Gloria. After the fight, Maid Kuan thanked Gloria for saving her. Then Gloria learned that the other bandit gang was defeated by newcomer Asahi. She decided to find Asahi to fight him fairly. Later, Asahi was greeted with a feast by the villagers. Asahi felt guilty without eating with Maya, but Maya told him to enjoy the celebration. After that, Asahi learned that goblins are causing trouble again, and their village haven't enough money to hire the guild for help. Asahi didn't know how to defeat the monsters without Maya. Suddenly monsters appeared, and all the residents were confident that Asahi would defeat the monsters. Following this, Asahi was surrounded by a large group of monsters who wanted to avenge their friends. A red ogre attacked Asahi, and he managed to push Asahi back. Asahi knew he hasn't any chance. Also, he saw that 2 villagers were attacked by monsters. At the last moment, Maid Kuan appeared and defeated the monsters. Asahi was surprised to see a maid, and she immediately defeated many monsters. After that, Gloria appeared, and she was ready to save the villagers. She immediately fought the red ogre, saying that she will destroy him. Then Gloria jumped and used her special attack to slash the red ogre. After the fight, Gloria said she is disappointed with Asahi. As a result, she suspected that Asahi is an imposter because he is weak. Suddenly a little girl appeared. She was sure that Asahi is strong. However, Gloria wanted to fight against Asahi to prove everyone that he is weak. Suddenly, Maid Kuan felt a strong attack, and she protected Gloria in time. Gloria thought Asahi was the instigator of the attack. Suddenly Gloria realized that Asahi had seen her panties and she got embarrassed. Following, Asahi was challenged to a duel, and Maya tailed her little brother from afar. A few days later, Asahi's fight against Gloria soon began. Asahi was desperate and he learned that Gloria is very strong. All his friends wished him good luck and said that they will watch his fight. Asahi was terrified to fight against Gloria, but Maya encouraged him. She said that she will secretly support him in the fight. Then Asahi stood with Gloria in the fight arena. Kilmaria was also worried, but Maya said she will help him. Suddenly, Maid Kuan appeared behind them, wanting to cause trouble. Gloria then attacked Asahi with powerful sword blows. Asahi managed to dodge her attacks, but he wondered why Maya didn't help him. Suddenly, Kilmaria was worried about Asahi and immediately wanted to kill Gloria. Maya stopped Kilmaria and said that Asahi can win without their help. Then Asahi tried to find a weakness of Gloria, and he remembered the last fight against her. Asahi had a plan, and he tried to win against Gloria. Suddenly, Gloria wanted to use her final attack to defeat Asahi, but he blinded her with a spell. Asahi managed to defeat Gloria, and everyone celebrated Asahi. Gloria was sad about her defeat, but Asahi got infinite RPG Riz. As a result, Gloria immediately fell in love with Asahi, and she blushed. Then she ran away and said goodbye to Asahi. The next morning, Asahi wanted to start a quest, but drunken Kilmaria bothered him. Maya told her not to drink so much beer in the morning. Also, she should take care of the house in their absence. Then Asahi was on his way to his quest, but Sophie was looking for Asahi. Asahi immediately feared that Sophie would causing a lot of trouble. Maya cheered him up, and Sophie wanted to prove that she is useful. However, Asahi learned that Sophie is no help at all, and he was shocked by her useless trick. Later we see Asahi in the forest, and they found two different paths. Sophie suggested that they split into two groups because she wanted to spend time with Asahi. Then Asahi asked Maya to accompany Sophie, because Sophie always gets him into trouble. After that, Maya formed a group with Sophie, and she told Maya about Asahi's embarrassing secrets. Later on, a goblin appeared, and Asahi was ready to fight. Unfortunately, another goblin tried to attack him from behind, but he was immediately defeated by a powerful flame. Then the other goblin launched an attack as well, but the goblin exploded. Followed Asahi learned that Kilmaria had protected him. Asahi thanked Kilmaria for saving him in time, and he realized why Maya accepted to form a group with Sophie. Kilmaria said that she isn't human because Maya had supernatural senses. Asahi got scared at the thought that Maya had supernatural senses. After that, the two recalled their first meeting together. Asahi was being chased by a strong bear at the time, but Kilmaria saved him. She was happy because she got to know sibling love through Asahi. Then they heard a call for help from the forest. Afterwards, Asahi found people who looked like zombies from The Walking Dead. Asahi didn't know what happened. Suddenly, a necromancer absorbed the souls of the villagers. He was surprised to see an adventurer. As a result, he summoned an army of undead to fight against Asahi. Asahi was able to defeat the skeleton soldiers, but the necromancer looked down on Asahi. He then tried to absorb Asahi's soul, but Kilmaria protected Asahi. The necromancer was shocked to see Kilmaria standing in front of him. Malvasian said that he is a subject of the demon general Utopos. Suddenly, Malvasian said that with the help of Kilmaria, they can destroy the whole human city now. Asahi said that Kilmaria is a nice and friendly sister. Also, Kilmaria blushed by his words. Followed Malvasians thought Asahi was just talking nonsense, but Kilmaria got angry. She attacked the necromancer with a powerful attack and instantly destroyed him. As a result, all the villagers were saved, and Kilmaria said, she is lucky to have a great brother like Asahi, even though they are not related by blood. After that, they met up with Maya and Sophie again. Maya immediately checked Asahi for injuries. Then Asahi learned how the two found the rare flower. While searching, a huge rock almost fell on Sophie, but Maya protected her. The next morning we see Gloria sleeping and Maid Kwan trying to wake her up. Then Gloria got ready for the day to do important tasks. Meanwhile, Asahi was in the guild and he was being praised for defeating a necromancer. Tanya cheered him up and said that he will be promoted to golem rank soon. Then we see Asahi's new stalker Gloria watching him. Later, Gloria showed up and she waited for Asahi the whole time. Asahi had too much riz, and she immediately got nervous around him. So Gloria called her maid for support, because she is very shy. The two were whispering, and Maid Kwan almost revealed that Gloria has a crush on Asahi. Asahi misunderstood Gloria's behavior, and thought that she suspected him of being a rank faker again. Next, they went to the forest to fight against criminals. Maid Kwan asked Gloria why she didn't just ask Asahi out on a date. Gloria was way too shy and she asked her friend for advice. Suddenly she tried to hold hands with Asahi, but she accidentally broke his arm. After that, she kept trying to seduce Asahi, but her gorilla powers caused a lot of pain for Asahi. However, Asahi praised Maid Kwan for always supporting the troublemaker Gloria. Maid Kwan replied that he can also be proud of himself, because he has two sisters who are also troublemakers. When they were deep in the forest, Asahi used his light magic. Suddenly they spotted adventurers all tied up. They then felt an earthquake caused by a giant tree monster. Asahi and Gloria dodged the monster's attacks. When Asahi wanted to fight with Gloria, she was immediately distracted because she was imagining her marriage with Asahi. As a result, Gloria was tied up by the tree monster, and she realized that Asahi had seen her panties again. She became ashamed and attacked the monster with her sword, with using all his power. So the monster was defeated, and they returned to the city. Gloria was sad because her date with Asahi was a failure. But Maid Kwan cheered Gloria up, and she also made fun of her panty accident. The next morning, Asahi woke up and Maid Kwan was standing in front of him. Asahi learned that Maya allowed her to enter his room. After that, Maid Kwan asked Asahi for a favor. Following this, he helped Gloria with her move to a new home. Suddenly Maid Kwan made a joke. Later Gloria surfaced, and her parents' servants tried to stop Gloria. After that, Gloria wanted to go to her new home. Suddenly a butler, who looked like a Sebastian, appeared. However, Asahi was shocked to learn that his real name is Sebastian. Gloria said that they can't stop her to move out. Following this, Sebastian replied that he used to be a strong adventurer too. After that, Gloria attacked him and she was able to defeat Sebastian with her gorilla power. Followed then, Butler Sebastian said that her father is just worried. He wanted Gloria to become a lady, but she didn't like the tea parties. As they sat in the carriage, Gloria felt ashamed that Asahi saw her family troubles. Asahi replied that his sister is overprotective too. In the afternoon, Asahi learned that she just moved out into another mansion of their family. Followed then, Asahi tried to lift a table but he hadn't enough strength. Suddenly, Asahi injured himself and mistook her panty for a tissue. Meanwhile, Butler Sebastian pursued Gloria from a rooftop. He hires the dragon rank adventurer Tiger for help. Suddenly, a strong aura appeared behind them. Maya spied on her little brother too. As a result, they decided to go home and immediately ran away from Maya. Followed Maid Kwan learned that Maya is crazier than the father of Gloria. Meanwhile, Asahi was being fed by Gloria and he started to look like a pregnant guy. Suddenly Maid Kwan suggested to offer Asahi a job, but Gloria imagined him in a maid dress. Gloria misunderstood the plan of her maid. So Maid Kwan told her about the plan to form an adventurer clan together with Asahi. Later, Asahi told Tanya about the idea of forming an adventurer clan. She was immediately willing to support Asahi in his plan, because it would also make the guild's reputation more famous. Then Siegfried appeared, and Tanya was a fan of the legendary adventurer Siegfried. Suddenly Siegfried showed them that he got some leftover bread, and Tanya was shocked that he turned into a loser. After that, Tanya asked if he had chosen a name for his clan. Asahi hadn't chosen a name, and Sophie appeared behind him. She immediately wanted to join Asahi's clan. Sophie said that she wanted to be a member of his new clan, and she wanted to prove it to Asahi. Asahi was depressed, because Sophie was at a higher level than him. Then the girls wanted to see Asahi's stats, but he replied that he didn't want to brag about his high stats. The two believed Asahi's lie, and he managed to keep his secret hidden. Suddenly Gloria appeared, and she was jealous of Sophie hugging her crush. She got sad and went home. Then Maid Kwan said that Gloria has no common sense and also has no friends. The reason was Maid Kwan wanted to form a clan to help Gloria find some friends. Asahi complimented Maid Kwan for being a good friend, and she blushed. In the evening, Maya cooked a delicious stew for lunch. Meanwhile, Asahi listed his clan members, and he realized that all members are stronger than him. He worried that the others will find out that he is actually weak. Maya noticed that Asahi was thinking about something. At dinner, Maya found out about Asahi's plans to start a clan. After that, Asahi said that she should be the leader because she is the main character. Suddenly Maya replied that he is wrong, because he saved everyone and become the main character. Asahi was unsure of her words, but Maya encouraged him. She told him that he is not weak and he is the best little brother. A few days later, Asahi's clan was formed. Asahi was petrified by a monster on a mission. Maya and the other members tried to find a solution to rescue Asahi. Meanwhile, Asahi was conscious and he hoped not to petrified for several thousand years like Dr. Stone. Following, Maya wanted to take advantage of the situation, and she tried to kiss Asahi. Suddenly she changed her mind and put Asahi on her bed. Maya then tried to revive him by stroking his body. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve the problem. After that, the other girls showed up, and they couldn't find a solution for Asahi's problem. Suddenly Maya had the idea to go bathing with Asahi, and the other girls loved the idea. After that, we see all the girls undressing and they enjoyed the bath. Meanwhile, Asahi was shocked and confused in the same time. Maya was disappointed that the bath wasn't a solution. Then the other girls said that they will save Asahi, and they will find a solution to revive him. Asahi was conscious, and he could see all the girls naked. Meanwhile, Kilmaria was on her way to visit the Kusaba siblings. Then Maya had the idea to save Asahi from petrification with a kiss. So she tried to rescue Asahi with a passionate kiss. Suddenly Maya was attacked by Kilmaria and she stopped her nonsense. Maya was angry and said she was trying to rescue Asahi from petrification. Following this, Kilmaria said she can stone Asahi and she used a powerful healing spell. Asahi was impressed that Kilmaria could even use healing magic. As a result, he was rescued and Asahi was tired. Then Kilmaria allowed him to rest on her huge boobs and Asahi blushed. Additionally, Maya learned that Asahi was conscious the entire time and he had seen Maya naked. Kilmaria asked Asahi if she could borrow money for buying more beer. Meanwhile, Maya went to her room and we see that Maya is actually an innocent girl. Then we see a beach and a couple played in the sea. Suddenly a shark appeared that swam towards them. The woman froze in fear and was attacked by a half-human, half-shark monster. A few weeks later, Asahi found out about a new hunting quest. Tanya told the two siblings that sharks cause problems on the beach. Maya didn't understand why the adventurers couldn't defeat a weak shark. So Asahi explained that in an Isekai world, sharks are strong and they also can fly. Maya was looking forward to the beach, and she imagined being passionate massaged by Asahi. Later on, they arrived at the beach and Maya was disappointed, because the other girls were accompanying them. Gloria's goal was to experience romance with Asahi. Then Tanya told that she escort them because Sophie said Asahi disappeared. Suddenly, Kwan said they have a problem. The reason was Gloria unwittingly defeated all the sharks when they arrived. As a result, their monster hunt quest was complete, and they could enjoy the day at the beach. Then they wanted to have fun, and Maid Kwan had bathing suits for the girls in a suitcase. Later the girls showed up in swimsuits, and Asahi liked the design. After that, Maya wore a bikini, and she realized that her bikini didn't differ from her normal clothes. Followed Gloria showed off her bikini, and Asahi blushed at the sight of her sexy bikini outfit. Maid Kwan told Gloria that she got the most sexiest bikini to seduce Asahi. Suddenly, Kilmaria appeared wearing a sexy bikini. She was immediately attacked by Maya because she found her bikini too revealing. Then Kilmaria got angry because Maya is a pervert herself, and they usually run around half naked. After that, Kilmaria was forced to change into another bikini. Maya was angry because Asahi was staring at Kilmaria's breasts. Suddenly Gloria wanted to organize a sports competition. Maid Kwan said that Asahi is the prize and he has to grant one of the girls a wish. As a result, the girls were already dreaming of seducing Asahi, and Asahi was scared. First, the girls played volleyball against each other and they were all motivated. At the first competition, Maya and Kilmaria were the winners. After that, they had to collect a flag, and Tanya won the second game. As the final game, they were supposed to split a melon blind, but Sophie almost smashed Asahi's balls. Finally, the girls learned that Maya is the winner. Following this, Asahi massaged his big sister with baby oil, and Kilmaria wanted a massage too. Suddenly, Tanya and Sophie were surrounded by sharks. Then we see the two girls threatened by the sharks. A flying flame shark said he wanted to avenge his siblings. Gloria enraged the shark, and he called more of his friends. After that, Asahi's group was attacked, but the girls immediately cast powerful spells. Then an enemy shark tried to sneaky attack Asahi. Asahi was in despair, and he used his light spell to defeat him. Meanwhile, Gloria and Maid Kwan fought against the other sharks. They combined their spells and created a powerful tornado, which instantly defeated the enemies. Suddenly a shark tried to attack Maya, but Asahi tried to protect his big sister. He was thrown into the whirlpool and Maya tried to save Asahi. Afterwards, Asahi was saved and he woke up on an island. Maya was happy that her little brother wasn't injured. However, Asahi learned that they are on an uninhabited island. Maya said he doesn't have to worry, because Kilmaria will surely be able to find them. Afterwards, Asahi wanted to go gather food and water, and he wanted to enjoy the time with Maya on the island. Then Asahi and his sister were looking for water, and they found a river. Also, Maya cut up a giant tree and she chopped the tree into firewood. In the afternoon they went fishing and Asahi had a lot of fun. He managed to catch a small fish and Maya caught a bigger one. Additionally, Asahi used his stone throw skill and he was able to catch a bird. After that, Maya prepared delicious dishes for lunch. They both had a lot of fun at lunch and laughed together. In the evening they were at the beach and Asahi said that they have experienced a lot since arriving in the Isekai world. Asahi asked if Maya likes their new life. She replied that as long as she can be by his side, she always has fun. Followed, he said He was a bit scared alone at first, but when Maya showed up he was very happy. He thanked Maya for always supporting him. After that, Asahi said he was cold, and Maya tried to seduce her little brother again. As the sun went down, a flying shark appeared. The great king shark was angry, because his friends were beat up by Asahi's party. Suddenly Kilmaria appeared, and she arrived with reinforcements. The monster was immediately attacked by Asahi's team. Asahi was surprised to see all his friends. Suddenly Asahi learned that Maya wished to spend a full day on an abandoned island with Asahi. The girls just watched and listened to all the romantic conversations. Suddenly, the great king shark looked down on the humans and called all his friends for backup. All sharks transformed, and they weren't normal monsters. They were a cross between a Power Ranger and a shark. As a result, they transformed into a shark Megazord, who were ready to defeat the enemies. Asahi was shocked and didn't know if the enemy is a transformer or a Megazord. Then Maya got angry, and she wanted to destroy the shark robot. She cast a powerful lightning spell and parted the sea. Kilmaria was shocked, because Maya possessed the power of gods to split up the sea. Then Maya wanted to use all his power, because the sharks ruined her mood. Followed by, she launched a huge fireball spell at the enemy, and her attack was shining. She burned the sharks to grilled fish, and the Megazord was instantly destroyed. After the fight, Kilmaria and Maya argued. Meanwhile, Asahi enjoyed the nice weather with Tanya. A few weeks later, Asahi experienced a rainy day, and the two big sisters said that until the rain stopped, they could kiss passionately. Asahi used his escape spell, and the two big sisters were disgusted at kissing each other. Then we see a witch, who caused the rainy day. The next morning the rain stopped and the whole street was flooded with water. Suddenly, a slime from the water attacked Asahi. Maya immediately cut off the slime's arm, and Asahi was saved. Suddenly the slime tried to choke Asahi. Maya and Kilmaria started to arguing. As a result, Asahi freed himself and they realized that the whole town was being infested with the slime. Many villagers were attacked by the slime monster, and the town was evacuated. As Asahi went to help the villagers, he saw Tanya being attacked by a slime. Asahi immediately rescued Tanya, and she thanked Asahi with a hug. Asahi rejected her hug, but Maya said that he normally watched videos in the toilet about such moments. Afterwards, Maya learned that the slimes caused a lot of damage. Asahi and Maya suspected an enemy was trying to attack the city. After that, Tanya said that Roy went out to play in the morning and he might be in danger. Asahi promised he would save Roy, so Tanya was able to help evacuate the villagers. Subsequently, Maya planned to attack all the slime. Kilmaria had the same idea, and Asahi said that they aren't allowed to destroy the whole town. Suddenly the two sisters felt the aura of the enemy. Meanwhile, Tanya helped the villagers and a spell was activated. Monsters attacked the residents, but the Balmung clan protected them in time. Then a fire spell was cast to defeat the flying monsters. They also destroyed the magic portal, and the residents thanked them. After that, more monsters appeared through a magical portal, and the monsters wanted to kill the humans. Then we see Roy hiding from the monsters with a girl. Roy couldn't escape, because the girl was injured. Suddenly Asahi appeared, and Roy was glad to see his favorite adventurer. Asahi praised him for protecting the girl all along. Later they looked for a way together, but monsters appeared. They were surrounded by huge slime snakes, and Asahi couldn't protect all of them. They were rescued at the last moment by a previous ogre rank adventurer. Asahi was surprised that his former enemy had protected him. After that, another slime snake appeared, and Siegfried rushed to the rescue. Siegfried used his sword skills and defeated the slime monster with a clean sword slash. Siegfried said that the fight is not over because they have to destroy the core of the slime. Then Siegfried trusted Asahi to find a safety place and destroy the slime core. Meanwhile, Siegfried wanted to stop the slime monsters. Then we see Tanya, and she asked the nobles for help, but no one opened the gate. Meanwhile, Asahi was looking for a safety place, and they found a cathedral. After that, Tanya had the idea to get some help by Gloria's family, but slimes attacked them on their way. Then we see Asahi in the cathedral, and the girl thanked Asahi. Meanwhile, Sophie healed all the injured residents. She was exhausted, but she didn't give up helping people. When Sophie met Asahi, she almost fell over from exhaustion. Followed Sophie began to heal the hurt girl. Suddenly one of the adventurers from Sophie's previous group howled. She healed the injured adventurer, and they looked down on Sophie. Sophie taught them a lesson and she was angry that they were scaring the townsfolk. After that, Asahi wanted to find the slime core, but he was worried. The adventurers said that they are ready to protect the citizens. We then see Tanya in front of Gloria's family mansion. Also, many monsters appeared, trying to hurt the residents. Meanwhile, the witch was laughing. Suddenly, she was located by Maya and Kilmaria, who wanted to destroy her immediately. However, Gloria wanted to allow the residents to take refuge in the property, but Butler Sebastian refused. He had the duty to protect their mansion. Gloria was able to convince him to allow the residents to take refuge in her estate. Gloria then opened the gate, and she was happy to see Tanya. Tanya reported that Asahi is looking for Roy in the middle of the city. Suddenly, a monster tried to attack Tanya, but Tiger Hildebrandt showed up in time. He was able to save Tanya, despite looking like a pervert. Then the two big sisters wanted to beat up the demon General Greligula. She asked Kilmaria if she had betrayed the demon king. After that, the witch Greligula got angry, and she cast a powerful fire spell against Maya. Asahi was in town, and he was desperately looking for the slime core. Then Gloria appeared, and he was happy to see the two girls. So Maid Kuan used her abilities to find the slime core. Maid Kuan tracked down the slime core. Meanwhile, the witch Greligula was shocked that Maya survived her attack. Suddenly, Kilmaria attacked the witch with a spell, and she was severely injured by Kilmaria's strong fire spell. The witch managed to survive the attack. As a reward, Maya wanted to show her one of her spells. Kilmaria was scared and immediately ran away, so Maya defeated instantly the demon general with a strong attack. Meanwhile, Asahi's group attempted to destroy the slime core. The slime was too fast. Suddenly, the slime tried to hide his core in the sky. Asahi asked Gloria for a favor, and she was happy to support him. So Asahi was thrown into the sky, and he tried to reach the slime core. As the slime tried to move down his core, he threw a rock at him. Everyone believed in the hero Asahi, and he managed to hit the core with his stone. So he defeated the legendary slime monster, and Asahi fell to the concrete floor. Maya immediately flew to Asahi, and she was able to catch him in time before was injured. All residents and adventurers of the city were saved. They were happy, and Asahi wondered where the slime went to. The slime disappeared into a hole with the defeated enemy. In the evening, Asahi was promoted to golem rank. Also, everyone wanted to celebrate Asahi's victory, and they ate Maya's homemade dishes. After that, the girls wanted to reward Asahi, and they started fighting. Later, Asahi found his sister outside, and he thanked Maya for being a great big sister. She blushed and tried to kiss Asahi. Suddenly Gloria was crying, and all the girls wanted to kiss Riz boy Asahi too.